What's up everybody, we're back with another video, and today we're taking a first look and overview of Oxygen Not Included. From the makers of Don't Starve and Invisible Ink comes a space simulation management game. In this video, we're going to take a general look at what the game is like, how it plays, and whether or not you should buy their early access. Before we get into it, I just want to let you know that this video is based on the alpha version of the game, and some of the things I go through may not apply in the future. With that said, let's find out exactly what this game is about. The basic goal of the game is to survive as long as possible through the proper management of key resources such as oxygen, water, electricity, food, and waste. Though it's not currently fully implemented, managing diseases and stress should also be coming to the game eventually. When you generate the world, you get to choose 3 duplicants, which are your worker units. Choosing your dupes is actually very important in the beginning, as each dupe excels in certain areas and each also has a positive and negative trait. You get the luxury of shuffling and choosing whatever duplicants you want in the beginning, but during the game, you're forced to choose out of 3 randomized duplicants each time you're ready to produce one. I'm not sure if they plan to change that in the future, but that's the current system. I won't go into too much detail about how you should choose your starting dupes because I plan to make a tutorial video on that very topic. I'll put an annotation somewhere on the screen when that's available. The first thing you need to do when you get into the game is to dig, collect resources, and clear an area so you can start building your base. As you can see, there's actually a lot of systems you have to learn, and it will take you a playthrough or two to really orient yourself. I won't go into too much detail regarding each of the systems, but as I said before, I will have a beginner tutorial series covering each one. Just to quickly summarize the important ones, the power system utilizes a generator to produce electricity which can be directly fed into your machines or stored in a battery for future use. The plumbing system delivers water to machines that need them, such as your lavatories and your showers. Eventually, you unlock purifiers to help you recycle the water and filter polluted water. There's also a gas plumbing system where you can pump specific gases, filter, and implement vents for a more controlled airflow. Now, as for managing your dupes, it actually takes quite a lot to keep them happy and well functioning. As I mentioned earlier, each dupe has their own traits, including their own specific stress responses. Stress accumulates when dupes don't get enough sleep, get hungry, get dirty, and a bunch of other reasons. When they hit 100% stress, the stress response triggers, and some may vomit while others will start destroying things. So it's important to manage their stress well. Making sure all their needs are met is essential to having an effective workforce. Although you don't actually micromanage each dupe, you can manage them through a priority system. Each job you queue up has a default priority of 5, but you can change that and set certain jobs to higher or lower priorities. And by doing so, you can force dupes to complete jobs in the order you want. In addition, some dupes are better at certain tasks than others, and in the job screen, you can fine-tune who does which job. For example, if I have a dupe with a relatively high learning stat, I would want him or her to do all the research, and I can achieve that by unchecking everyone else under the research column. Technology in this game is advanced through its research tree. Currently, there isn't too much here, but it looks like they do plan to add a lot more in the future. Each tier of tech requires a certain number of novice or intermediate research points, and they are generated by the research station and supercomputer respectively. As you unlock higher tiers of tech, you get more machines, buildings, and tools to help you become better at self-sustaining. Overall, I feel like the game is very well made and has a lot of depth and potential. However, it is very much an early access game, and although I didn't encounter any bugs, there are certain parts of the game that definitely felt incomplete. There's also a decently steep learning curve, and it will take you a bit of time and patience to get used to it. Currently, there aren't any tutorials aside from a few tips that pop up once in a while, and for that reason, I intend to start a beginner's guide series on different aspects of the game, so stay tuned for that. With all that said, I do have confidence in Klei Entertainment, as I've played Don't Starve Early Access, and it turned out to be one of the best examples of how to do an early access game right. So should you buy Oxygen Not Included in Early Access? I would say that if you're someone who really enjoys this type of base building management game and understand that there will be a lot of content added in the future, then go for it. By the time this video goes up, there will be a large agricultural content patch for the game, so keep that in mind as well. If you're still conflicted about whether or not this game is worth it, hold out and wait for my full review when it gets closer to its official release. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and if you liked the video, don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe, as it really helps me grow as a channel. You can follow me on social media and join my Steam Curator page through the links below. If you're looking for something else to watch, click on the screen to watch one of my previous reviews, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.